Hi guys, I'm JL.
Hi guys, I'm Shai.
We're here to talk about
Love
lust
and
Loss.
loss. Let's steer away
from
from love.
Yeah.
Since hindi naman lagi about relationships,
Yeah.
sometimes about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi kapag yung sarili mo is hindi pa ready sa relationship, hindi ka pa healed, hindi ka pa mentally prepared to be in a relationship, yun yung makaka-affect sa
That's true.
future relationships. So we have some different things to talk about today.
The love isn't always just about having a partner, or love isn't always in a romantic sense. Love could be about your family, your friendships, or it could be about the ways in which you develop yourself, the ways in which you love and show up for yourself.
Yeah, it's the growth then na compared before, you really don't love yourself. Tas ngayon, you've grown to be able to see yourself na, ganito yung gusto kong mangyari in the future because I love myself.
Feel ko din kasi coming from a Filipino household, you're a female and also you come from a Filipino household, laging may sinasabi yung parents na, babae kay, dapat selfless ka. Dapat inaalagaan mo pamilya mo. Dapat iniisip mo kapakanan ng iba. Dapat iniisip mo kung ano iniisip ng ibang tao sa'yo. You have to be very careful because you're a woman. But so few are taught to prioritize themselves, think about themselves before they start thinking about the pressures of society, the standards of society, and what everybody else wants from them. Imbis na inuuna nila yung kung ano yung gusto nila, kung ano yung kailangan nila. Bata pa lang, medyo ina-ingrain na in our minds na isipin mo muna yung iba,
Compared
alagaan
na,
mo muna yung iba dahil babae ka.
Tsaka alam mo yung laging sinasabi nila, kapag in the family, ang babae yung ilaw ng tahanan. So,
yeah.
right? So, kapag napundi yung ilaw, anong mangyayari, di ba? Wala.
True.
Pag napundi, wala. Very dark yung household. Hindi kayo magfa-function kasi pag hindi nagfa-function yung mom or yung the woman in the household, walang kikilos, walang mag-uutos, walang magkukusa, 'di ba? So that fucks up the mental health ng the girl itself.
Okay.
Kasi kapag nasa utak na nila ever since before na kailangan nila talaga laging mag-alaga ng ibang tao compared to themselves, mas uunahin talaga nila every time yung other people. Magiging people pleaser sila.
There's a time to be selfish. There's also a time to be selfless. And whichever one you choose, it's not really bad. May times na you need to think about the others, but there are also times where you have to be selfish enough to think about yourself and what you need. Because good at the end of the day, you also need a break. You need to fill your own cup first before you can pour it onto others.
True.
Kasi you're gonna be empty
True.
in the long run. Kapag bigay ka ng bigay, you don't heal, rest, prioritize your needs and health.
Hindi ka nagre-regenerate.
Totoo.
Kasi kapag bigay ka ng bigay, tapos wala ka naman na magbigay, ubos ka na. Wala ka nang maibibigay. Kumbaga, yung binibigay mo na lang is 0%, tapos all of that is half-assed na. Wala na talaga siyang effort-wise, mentality-wise, hindi na siya nasa tamang state. Kasi hindi mo inaayos yung sarili mo before mo ibigay yung dapat mong ibigay sa ibang tao.
Feel ko applicable to a lot of the eldest daughters.
Me.
Middle child ako, but like I'm the only daughter, so I kind of feel it. All the eldest daughters kind of have this pressure to provide, protect, do all of that while still being sane, di ba? Alagaan mo kapatid mo, alagaan mo magulang mo, pero dapat maalagaan mo din sarili mo all together. You cannot fuck up, you cannot mess up, or else you're a failure. But it's nice to say that, it's nice to do it. Pero nakakapagod din naman siya. A lot of eldest daughters, a lot of breadwinners tend to overwork themselves. Lahat binibigay nila sa pamilya nila. Tapos nakalimutan din nila to leave some for themselves at the end of the day. Whether that's money, time, energy. Binubuhos nila sa lahat.
Tapos sa sarili nila
Wala na.
Thinking about it, yung mga eldest daughters, sila yung prone to nag-deteriorate talaga yung ano nila.
Mental health?
At saka sarili nila. Wala na talaga yung sense of me. Wala na silang sariling personality. Kasi
it's always we, us, family, friends,
you.
partner.
Hindi nila iniisip na paano naman ako. Iniisip lagi nila paano naman siya, paano naman tayo. Lagi talaga siyang nakaka-affect na bakit kailangan. Pwede namang mag-work together para kahit papano, hindi lang siya lagi.
It's very similar dun sa yung nakita natin kanina, yung The Curse of the Capable. because ikaw yung may kaya financially, may kaya physically, emotionally, because ikaw yung may kaya, even if hindi mo responsibility, it becomes your burden. If you earn the most, it will be your burden to pay for the most in the family. Even if technically hindi mo yung responsibility because you are the capable one. They see you as the best option. To sacrifice, tama ba yung word?
No,
Ikaw yung bunot
nila.
Blessing siya because you're capable. It's a blessing that you're capable to provide, but it's also a curse because everybody will be so reliant on you. And they think na because you're capable, kaya mo yan hanggat sa
Kaya mo. Iniisip nila, okay lang.
You can figure it out on your own. You can do it because you've already done it. You have the means. You don't need our help. Just do it. Just give us the money. Just give us the whatever we need. Dahil kaya mo, figure it out.
Isang hingi lang nila, akala talaga nila is hindi ka makakatanggi sa kanila.
Oo.
Kasi pag inisip nila, mahihiya ka pang tumanggi kasi, utang na loob.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right? Hingi lang talaga sila ng hihingi hanggat alam nilang kaya mo talaga. As much as possible, we wanna steer away from that kasi hindi na talaga siya healthy.
Naniniwala ka ba sa utang na loob?
Hindi.
That's good.
Kunyari, sa'yo, utang na loob ko sa'yo na pinag-aral mo ko. Parang ganun,
like,
right?
I'm your mom. Because you have utang na loob, you have to repay me. Because pinag-aral kita, pinuhay kita, pinakain kita, because I'm your mom.
Kusa ko siyang gagawin. Ayokong i-dik-dik mo sa utak ko na, ganito dapat yung gagawin mo pag tanda mo, pag lumaki ka na, pag nagkatrabaho ka na. Kasi, mas masakit yun isipin na parang fino-force ka nila to do that, which is, ang pangit kasi, andun na tayo sa point na gusto ko sana is yung ino-earn ko, yung mga accomplishments ko is for me.
Yeah.
Pero as much as possible, if I can provide and if I want to provide, magbibigay ako. Kasi hindi naman ako madamot. Ayoko lang na isipin nyo na lahat ng nagigain ko is sa inyo lang.
No, they think what's yours is ours.
Yun,
what's ours is ours.
Kaya ang pangit kasi hindi ka talaga makaka-hindi sa kanila. Lalo na lagi nilang gina-guilt trip ka na nila. Ikaw nang paparal dun sa bunso natin like,
bibigay ng allowance.
Anak ko ba yan?
Sa akin ba yan lumabas? I don't think so. That's why I'm gay.
That's your child.
I think you should be grateful for everything that people have given you, whether that's your parents, your aunt, your family. You should be grateful for it, but you shouldn't be obliged to repay it. If you weren't the one that chose to be here. If I'm the parent, I wouldn't force my kids to give me their income when I'm old just because I gave them a good life. And sasabihin, igiguilt trip ko sila na binigyan naman kita ng magandang buhay, ba't di mo ako binibigay pabalik? My kids are not an investment. My kids are my kids. My kids are family members. They're not workers. They're not my retirement plan, which I think a lot of parents do. And to be fully honest, it's something that I'm going through. My parents have given me the best education, the best childhood. But because life wasn't as smooth as we planned, and nangyari, I have to repay for all of that. Just because I had all of that. I went to international schools, bayaran mo yun ngayon.
You're in debt.
I'm basically in debt for life. Okay lang naman to give out of my own heart, out of my own generosity. But to make it a responsibility for kids to sustain you for life just because they are your kids. When they're not the ones that chose to be alive and chose to be here. Medyo unfair kasi hindi naman lahat kaya. Lahat naman tayo, I would believe, are not like those Nepo babies that start off with millions, diba? Everyone right now is still trying to live independently, live within their own means, and make a name for themselves. It's very, very hard to do that when you're 22, 24, 25, and you have to sustain a family of 5. Kakagraduate mo pa lang eh. Wala ka pang set career, diba?
At saka right now, yung idea na akala nila super daling makapag-provide, hindi naman ganun ka-accessible ng highest possible income. Diba? Sure. Saan namin pupulutin yung pangkakain nyo, kahit ako nahihirapan na kumain ng proper meal, right?